Hey up mate, can I just ask you a comment on why disabled people don't get warnings? You know, if they give the disabled badge and they put it on display. Because in Leeds what's happening is, you know, your off-street parking usually doesn't need a time limit. You know, you can park all day with disabled badge. If it's double yellows then it's a free hour, isn't it?
It is.
And then if it's like normal parking it's all day. But in Leeds there's lots of areas where it's like 4 hour, you know, or reduced timings, right? And it seems to be catching a lot of disabled people out. Would you agree?
If that catches them out, we give them two strikes.
No, because I have got.
No, well I don't, but the office do.
The office do, right? Okay, so you issue the ticket initially.
And if they found
that they've not done it, yes.
They give them 2 strikes to the office.
Yep.
And they say, if you know, on 2 occasions, if it happens for a 3rd time, they'll say, if it happens again, we won't let you off.
Oh, that's really good to know, is that, because I can start passing that on, because I've been caught twice now, and I'm usually really careful, but I'm useless. I look for the yellow lines. If it's not there, I just throw the badge in.
Yes, and knock the clock.
Now in Bradford, I spoke to them in Bradford, and they always give a warning in Bradford. They don't issue the ticket.
Oh right, okay, we do.
Yeah, so in Leeds you're told to issue the ticket.
Yeah, I mean if it goes to appeals, or if they appeal it.
Yeah. Do you not think, because sometimes, right, if the restrictions start at 9 o'clock, you come up, park at 10 o'clock and you get a ticket at 11, you could only have been there 2 hours anyway.
Yeah.
But you're still getting a ticket because it's saying you've overstayed your 4 hours. I know you could have been there overnight.
The ticket is because they haven't displayed
the clock, but the badge is clearly there. But the offence that they're saying that they've broken is not displaying a valid badge, which is untrue. The valid badge is there.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. It's just the whole.
It's a little bit of a loophole, isn't it?
The whole blue badge and the clock. It's the whole thing. Without the clock, the blue badge is null and void.
Yeah. In that instance.
Yes. But they do get 2 strikes.
They do get 2 strikes. That's good to know. Yes.
I've been doing that for years.
But they have to. But then the onus is on them to follow it up.
They have to appeal it.
Yeah.
If they find, I mean, if I speak to them and I explain, if they come back and they go, well, yes, I've made a mistake about the clock, and I say appeal it straight away.
Yeah. Do you not think that? I mean, no, it's not you, but if your bosses gave you some like little warnings instead of a ticket, that could help disabled people a lot. You know, because if folk come back to say, look, just a bit of words of advice, you do need your clock here, because otherwise it's just a money-making exercise.
Do you know what we tell them and what our bosses tell us? They get an information pack. You get an information pack.
Yep.
Let's read it.
Yeah. Okay, so you're putting it onto the disabled people. Some have mental illnesses. Some really struggle with getting confused, right? Yeah. No.
The onus is on the driver, whether or not the person.
No, I get the onus on the driver. It's that this city seems to be the only one that has 3 hour here, 4 hour there.
But like I just said to you, we don't just issue. We issue. But they can appeal. And 9 times on the first 2 goes. They will get.
I should think so, because it's disgraceful and it's morally wrong. You know, it's morally wrong. I'm going to do some freedom of information requests and find out how many disabled people have been given that. And let's see how many they've written off and how many they've not.
I'm sure. I mean, I've been doing this 16 years, and I bet tickets that I've done that they've maybe forgot to put the clock up. Or they've parked in an area where it's loading only. Haven't seen it. I bet they'll get a warning. They'll tell them they don't have to pay it this time on this occasion. If they make the same mistake a second time, they might say, look, we're giving you 2 chances now. And the 3rd time.
I actually got told when I first go, disabled badges that get a ticket. Obviously, if it's taking away fraud. Genuine mistakes.
It happens, doesn't it?
Badge upside down with them, that sort of thing. We've got 3 attempts.
Right.
I'll let them off 3 times, and if it happens again on 4th, I'll let them pay it.
Well, I got told it was 2 on the clock.
I'd like some changes where you had a bit more leniency to issue a warning, where you know, I would like to see you guys be able to issue a warning first. Maybe the reg could be linked to your system, and you can have some control, because
we used to have a little piece of paper, like half an A4.
And
on one side it told you where you could park. On the other side it told you where you couldn't. So we used to take reams of them out. If I had to issue a ticket to somebody that got a disabled badge, say they're not put the clock up. I'd issue it, as I've had to do, but then we'd ring the bit that they've done wrong, and you put it in with ticket, so that when they come back they go, what have I got a ticket
so you got a bit of education there as well, haven't you?
I thought that was great. And then people come up and go, we've just got a badge, we've only had it a couple of weeks, what can we do? And they didn't read the book. I used to give them a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It's a condensed version, but it's sort of easy way.
Yeah. It's not even that, mate. It's not even that. Leeds isn't the only city that does it. It's making it more confusing. You know, it used to be a case of off-street parking, you've got as long as you need, and double yellows, you've got 3 hours. But now it's loading only here with a little sign there, but no loading only markings here, because it makes it look, don't make it look as nice.
Well,
so that's another trap, is that right there? Total traps.
Lancashire and Blackpool, that area, they do the same as us.
Oh yeah, there's some ruthless places, but if I have my own way, we're going to start issuing warnings to disabled people, because it's wrong. I know you're saying they'll let them off, but that's only those that have got the tenacity to appeal. Most will just say, oh, it's £35 if I pay it in 2 weeks, and just pay.
That's what good thing with this piece of paper, because then you could ring in and say, I know I didn't put my clock up, or I've done this, I didn't realise, and then they go, yeah, don't do it again. But then I went for, you know, we carry pieces of paper down with us, and I went to restock it, and no one on there, and I went to the boss, I went, oh, they've run out. He went, no, we're not doing them no more. I says, but they're what it is. They at least told the disabled person what they've done wrong.
We know it's not your job now has become collecting cash. It's become different. It's not about keeping, it's just totally not.
I mean, the good thing that they've done recently, and I think it is good, is that if a car's in a disabled bay, it's an instant ticket.
Yeah.
So if it hasn't got a badge on, it's on straight away, because before we had to give them 5 minutes, we had 5 minutes to come in and jump off. Whereas now it's on.
Okay, is that changed in legislation, or is that okay?
No, it's changed in legislation.
Well, you've got two blocking the actual dip on the other side at Market there. They've been there all morning, a van and a car. Been there all morning.
We'll walk around. Some of the drop curve, there's a difference between a drop curve and a lowered curve.
You know the entrance at Market?
Yeah.
On the other side?
Oh yeah.
Blocked off totally. And in my scooter I could not...
Is it a silver van?
No, I don't think it's a white van and a white Audi.
I think I know who it is.
They're obviously loading to Market for the Food Festival, I think.
If it's who I think it is, it's the butchers in there and the park on that side of the street on yellow lines.
Yeah.
They'll just leave them all day.
Yeah.
So, but you see, this is the thing. I can see they're doing something wrong, so I say, right, I'll go down and book them.
Yeah.
And we have to watch them for 10 minutes.
Right. Because they could say they're loading.
That's it.
Right.
So I went with my partner, and there was a shop outside of us, and we'll just stand here, because the shop that they belong to is literally just inside the doorway. So if they see us stood there, they come and we'll win back.
Yeah.
So I said, we'll stand here, we'll give it 10 minutes, and we'll go issue. And the shop owner that was stood behind had rang him up and told him we were there, and then they come out, I'm moving now, and I thought, I'll learn from that one, I won't stand there again. So, in fact, I said to my partner there, I said, we'll go down that side. We saw a van and a car there earlier, but we're going for a tea break. So we'll come down after tea break, but we'll log them and then get out of the way, so they can't see us.
Yeah.
I said, so she can't warn him. So then we'll just go down and issue it. And once he realises that I'm being caught out now, they'll go, and it obviously it leads it. But
well, thanks for talking to me anyway, mate. Could we work together? Could you suggest in your meetings that we need a warning system? This is unfair. We're charging disabled people £35, possibly 70.
Yeah.
And if you look at the rates of disabled people's benefits, it is an absolute overreaction.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you, because that's how I am. I'll give you answer even if I don't think you like it.
No,
my honest answer is I can certainly bring it up, but I don't think they'll do it about it. I've asked not on disabled, but I've asked for warning notices in past, and they've gone no. The lines and signs are the warning. They say you should not do this. If somebody does it.
Yeah, but some people have got mental health issues. They've got disabilities, financial restraints. So much going on in people's lives, and if someone's having a stressful day, and
it gets more stressful,
and we need a city where they'll look after people. We need authority that understands.
I think the other side as well, and I've got to say this is what came out in it. We've got to be seen to do his job. And when I say that, I'll explain it to you, because Boss explained it to me. So he says, if there's a car with a disabled badge in, and there's a car that doesn't, and I just book the one that doesn't, he says they can come back and go, why don't you give him one? And if I say, well, he's disabled, so we're letting him off, I'm now treating those people different, those two people.
But that's what equality means. Now, if the other guy had been disabled, you'd have treated him exactly the same, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So that's equality. That's not what equality don't mean, treating people the same.
But, hear me out,
yeah.
because he explained it.
Yeah, he's wrong though.
He says, so, if he comes back and goes, why have you given me a ticket and you aren't him, you're not treating me the same as him.
Yeah.
So I'm on back foot now. Also, and I've got to say this tactfully, as you'll understand, if the guy there isn't white and the guy here is with a disabled badge, they won't say out about disabled badge. Put me because I'm black or Asian or Chinese or whatever. And that opens a can of worms. So he says the only way safely, and they're looking at our safety as well.
Of course.
The only way safely.
All
right, boss.
Is that allowed 20 minute camp?
No, that side you are. This side it's loading only.
This is a trap. This is the trap side. That side's not
Any
a trap.
side over there, 20 minutes, fella. So he says, obviously, if there's a race card being played, that can be aggressive. He says so, and I think that's where this back office bit. He says, you issue them all, so
and then
anyone
deal with
comes
it after.
down, they'll go, well, he's got a ticket and he's got a blue badge. And he's just getting in car and he's white.
Well, tell them to look up equality, because it don't mean treating everyone the same. It means giving a bit of leeway to disabled people for the clear fact that they are disabled.
Well, I say that's why. So I think what they've done is they're riding two horses. They've said issue tickets, so we're seen to do his job.
Right.
So we're seen to be fair. Everybody's got the ticket. Then when they appeal it in back office, they go, you don't have
It's
to
good
pay
to know that we can put it out there that there is leeway.
Oh, there is. And that's the official side. The unofficial side is me. So I can walk down, and I've seen it, on this side, disabled badges are no good. Disabled badges in the loading bay aren't allowed. I can walk down, see a disabled badge and go, right, I won't see that one, and walk off. And that, a lot of our lads do that.
And rightly so. This is a trap, is this loading only, but only commercial. And then you've got it surrounded by shops where disabled people might think, well, I'm just loading my shopping.
But then there's another problem we have. We've got to consider all this.
No, it's great.
So I come past here, there's a disabled badge in that car, and I think, that shouldn't be there. How do I know that that person's disabled?
Well, that's the DWP's job, isn't it?
No. The badge holder is disabled, but how do I know that driver is disabled?
Okay, who polices that?
Well, we're supposed to, but it's really difficult. So, again, sometimes you've got to go, well, if somebody doesn't know the rules because they're not disabled, they haven't read the book, they've just borrowed. Yes, I mean,
it's a very complex situation.
My dad did it. He had a blue badge, now coming into Leeds one day, and here, take my badge. Oh, I can't, Dad. No, it's free. I said, not for me.
No, that's abuse, and that shouldn't be allowed.
You see, so we've got to think of that as well. So if I see somebody with a disabled badge pull up, I'll go to them and I'll say, all right, fella, or missus, whatever, you can't park here with blue badge. And if they turn around and go fuck yourself. I'll go, well, you can't park here, so if you park here, you get a ticket, you need to park over there. If they turn around and go, oh, I'm ever so sorry, lad, I didn't know.
What time was it? I'm in uniform at 11 o'clock.
Next time you come, park on that side. So you do discretion.
It is hard. I don't always use this.
Obviously, if I see somebody's clearly disabled, and
that's what I was just going to say to you. I don't always look disabled. I don't always use this, so sometimes I look absolutely fine, and people always judge you.
And that's something that we're trained trying to not to do, is to not judge people. But when you look at somebody, sometimes you can see a disability.
Of course, sometimes it's a lot easier than others to know.
The way I do it, I'll be honest with you, and I'll tell you why I do it. It's because it makes my life easier. Unless I can see the disability, if I think they might have a disability, I just walk away. It's easiest. It makes my life easier because I'm not going to ask somebody to prove. I won't want to say to you, prove you're disabled.
It's against the Equalities Act anyway to do that.
And I won't want to do it. I won't want to embarrass you.
You get a mouthful anyway.
Well, quite rightly. Quite rightly. So I look at it that unless I'm sure that that person's disabled, I just walk away. And if they are disabled, I'll help them as much as I can. And I had a friend, and she was in a wheelchair. And I understand. I mean, I scratched the surface. And I used to be in a wheelchair, and people just walk in front of you. Fucking hell, mate.
It's horrendous.
I just used to ram on it, finish.
It's horrendous.
Get out my fucking way.
What's your views on people going around filming? Have you had people that have, well, morning.
The filmers, some say you lights on, by the way, it might get your battery.
Is it torch? Oh, wow. It will get me battery. It will.
Yeah, I mean, if people want to film me, all they're doing is filming me doing my job.
You haven't had abuse?
No, not really. They do it to intimidate you. And if you're sort of the person that gets intimidated by somebody filming you, then you shouldn't do your job.
That's why I use this tripod. It's a lot less intimidating just to...
Yeah.
And then you know it's not on me.
Yeah. So, you know, you do it that way.
Spot on, mate. Thank you.
We'll try and help out, don't we, fella? Derek.
Derek, thank you. Pleasure to meet you.